my review for Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Scout Class Brimstone. Brimstone, as you can see, is a chopper motorcycle. It looks very similar to the bike that appeared in Revenge of the Fallen when Wheelie went to the garage to steal the Allspark shard from the safe. He hid behind a bike that looked very, very similar to this in both design and paint job. So I think that's kind of cool that they took a really neat looking vehicle in the movie and made it into a figure, even though it didn't transform in the movie. So I think that was really cool. Not much to say about his vehicle mode. I really dig the paint job on it. I think it's really nice. I really like these green flames, and I really like this shade of blue. I think it's a very, very nice shade of blue, and I really do like it. Not much to say in terms of features. It does roll fairly well, which is nice. There is also a kickstand that you can deploy if you want. I usually flip it in just because, I don't know if I can get onto it. I usually flip it in simply because the bike does stand just fine without it. You can also, if you want, to flip this piece up or flip it down. I usually leave it about in the middle, since it is the place where the license plate is supposed to go, and I think that was where it would go on a real motorcycle. That's about it for vehicle mode. Transformation, very simple. You want to take these pieces and you want to split them, and if you want to split the front wheel, as you do that, like so. Then you want to rotate these two pieces off to the side like so. Then you want to take these pieces that the handlebars are connected to and bring them back a little bit, like so. Then you want to take the pieces with the flames on them and tab them in. I can go ahead and flip this piece down. Then you want to take these pieces and you want to split them and then bring them down. I should warn you, this guy does stand in the chicken leg pose. It's just the way that he's molded. There's really nothing you can do about it. So if you don't like the chicken leg pose, I don't recommend this figure. But anyway, so you want to split it and stand him up like so. Then you want to take this seat, bring it back. Then you want to rotate this all around. Then you want to straighten out the arms. I should mention, he does have hands that you can flip out if you want. They are very hard to get out, so I'll use my trusty pin. Just get them out. Like I said, they are very hard to get out. Come on. Whoop. There we go. You can flip them out if you want. I usually don't, simply because they are so tiny and they are very off-center. I personally think they look better flipped in anyway. I really dig the idea of saws for hands. I think there was actually a Sonic Badnik that had saws for hands. But anyway, getting off topic. Then you want to straighten out his arms like so. Then you want to turn around his head. And I have to be honest, this figure could suck, but I would still love this head sculpt. I absolutely love this head sculpt. Like I said, if this whole figure sucked, I would still give it points for the head sculpt, because the head sculpt's just awesome. It looks a lot like like a grinning imp maniac type guy. It also looks a lot to me like that enemy in the Mario series, the torpedoes with the smiling face. I forget what they're called, but they're really cool, and I really have always been a fan of those. So I'm really glad that they did a design on the head that looks similar to that. I think it's really cool. I really love the head sculpt. There's not enough good things to say about it. I just absolutely love the head sculpt. Anyway, there you have Brimstone in robot mode. Pretty cool, very skeletal-like. He's got a very unique design. Definitely something that we've never seen before. It's really cool, and I really dig it. Posability is pretty good. Ball-jointed head, a little bit limited just due to its design, but nothing horrible. You can still emote a lot of good poses out of him. He does have ball-jointed shoulders. They rotate 360. They also go in and out. There also is the transformation joint you can use if you want. He does rotate at the upper bicep. And he bends at the elbow. You can also, if you want, rotate these pieces around, so you can have like a covered saw type thing to use. I usually flip it around like this just because I think it looks best, but you can do that if you want. He does rotate a little bit at the waist, not very much. You can actually flip the seat down, and it will rotate 360, but then you have a giant seat hanging off his back, so not really that useful. Ball-jointed hips, and he bends at the knee. I wish that they had done his leg posability a little bit better, but it's okay. So overall, really cool. For some size comparisons real quick. First off, standard size comparison. Here he is next to Bumblebee. Get him up next to Bumblebee. And here he is next to Ejector. So you can see a little bit taller than the average Scout. Not by much, but still a little bit taller than the average Scout. So overall, really highly recommend this guy, if nothing else for his head sculpt. Like I said, I cannot say enough good things about his head sculpt. But he's a pretty decent figure. I really, really like him. I might get hubcap, I might not. I really don't think hubcap looks that interesting. I probably will end up buying the redeco of him, but I really, really do want to get the hubcap mold at some point. But I won't get him in hubcap colors, that's for sure, because I just think they look really bland. Anyway, this review's about Brimstone. So there you go. My look at Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Scout Class Brimstone. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.